This particular country first debuted in 2006 and always loomed large whenever it comes to like big results, but was always sneakily quiet in the background. But will it be a case of it being a lonely planet this year? Will it be a case of having a complete love wave? Let's find out together. Roll titles. Everybody, my name is Jamie G and welcome back to a brand new video where once again I react to another entry in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. And this time we are going to be boom boom with a bit of Kelly Kelly and a Yan Yan for that matter to this particular Eastern Bloc country. Yes, I know it's a bit terminology, but technically they are Eastern Bloc. So let's get snapping 1 and 2 for crying out loud. It's time to introduce the absolutely amazing Armenia. And this time around, representing Armenia, we have got a male soloist in the form of PARG. Yes, no females this time around, but will they absolutely keep up the flow of +6 positions and maybe come second this year with the song Survivor? But of course, before I dive into it, as always, I would encourage you guys, as always, to subscribe to my Eurovision YouTube channel, because I'll be, of course, reacting to all 37 participating countries in this year's competition, doing some live streams for some of the national finals, including some weekly ones, as we'll be diving into and chatting all about it, and of course, coming up with like all countdowns, keeping myself up to date with all the countdowns. So yeah, get subscribing right now if you want to keep up with all of that. Otherwise, without any further ado, let's see if Armenia can survive from the semi-finals, as I now dive into my reactions for Armenia. And without any further ado, parley. Now this is all for the national final, and well, let's say always. I'm trying to remember myself, because I do remember quite liking this when I first saw it. Ooh, that's a bit of a shoogie doogie doo, even though he's looking down. Ooh, nice drum intro. Oh, cameras in and out like a blue-ass fly. Kind of reminds me of Malta 23, that, with that kind of vibe. Liking the rocky background. Okay. Flashiness as always. Very upbeat song, of course. Got a raspy voice, isn't he? Very gritty. The vibing. Trying to build up the bits, I guess, even though this is kind of the chorus. There we go. Even though he doesn't really sing a lot during this bit, he's making the most of it, especially with the camera angle sort of, I don't know if you notice, yeah, especially that bit there sort of wiggles a bit and then goes, ooh, 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 ooh. Very clever. There's a lot going on in such a short space of time. I think the background's making the most of it, especially with the lighting effects. Very cool lighting effects. Keeps you engaged, keeps you on your toes. he's a laughy get as well. Survivor, Survivor. I quite like this one. Ooh, go down quiet. Red lines are coming. This is a bit of an eerie moment all of a sudden. Massive climb down. Okay, where are you going to take me now? Where's this journey go? Journey going to go even? Oh, there we go. Vocals a little bit shaky at that point. Oh, there with the pyros there. Hey! Woo! It's a long no hell. Well done. I bet they'll show like shots of the crowd when they come to do this. Oh, there's another sort of one there. Hey! Oh, I like that one. Very nice. Very nicely done. Okay, I'm going to give it 1 or 2 more listens to. But in the meantime, without any further ado, here are, of course, my thoughts. So the first thing I want to basically express right now, before I explain everything else, but for me, I personally like it not only as a Eurovision fan, maybe as a proper Eurovision fan, having heard so many songs in the past, I find it likeable, but not necessarily lovable. But for a casual fan, especially that of my mum, who, well, has heard some bits and pieces in the past, but she's more of a casual viewer rather than avid Eurovision fan, she loves this. And if that is good for a casual fan, which, let's face it, a good what, 70-80% of the Eurovision audience will be a casual viewers. That is a good positive for Armenia, especially when it comes to the televote. And the reason why I say this is because even though you've got elements of a lot of schlagerness in there, you know, kind of Swedish pop vibes, there's also the aggressiveness coming from PARG's voice and his aggressive nature to it all, especially with everything aggressive in regards to that. The staging with its like flashiness coming from behind and even the rocks crashing. That makes it all lively. You can make it that even more lively come the Eurovision stage. The lighting makes it ever 10 times more relevant, especially with the aggressive nature of the pop vibes when it's the instrumentation makes it aggressive. Everything about it is aggressive, basically. But another positive I can think of is the fact that you are literally coming away from female soloists doing pop or ballady kind of nice numbers. You've had originally Snap, which went on to, like, you know, millions of streams worldwide. Goodness Lord knows how, but there you go. You then, of course, had Future Lover, which was like a sort of individualistic, but look at me kind of style and everything else. That we had a mixture of the poppy value as well as a bit of Armenian cultural value as well, with a little bit of, you know, Armenian language at the end. Then, of course, you had the boo babadee babadee babadoo fun value, but now it's another turn of face, and you need something completely quirky and different compared to the last few years. And I say that because I know there's going to be a lot of people who will be saying, oh, I should have sent Iveta to Eurovision this year. She's a queen, Dark Queen Nation, and all the rest of it. No, just no. While I guess she is amazingly talented as an artist and a vocalist and has good prowess on the stage, having a song similar to that sort of female poppy slay kind of vibe with the dance break, there's so many of that this year. I don't think this would have been the best choice for Armenia if you wanted to stand out on the crowd, whereas with this one, yes, you will stand out from the crowd. But of course, naturally, with positives comes some criticisms. Yes, of course, you have a small stage here, which doesn't elevate it to amazing heights or anything else like that, but you got plenty of practice and plenty of time to make preparations for the actual Eurovision stage. You're going to get better camera work, you're going to get a better prop, probably, maybe a bigger mountain thing like climbing the mountain because he is a survivor and everything else like that. Don't change anything with the lighting, keep that as aggressive as you possibly can. But there's so much to improve on. There's so much to make it amazing, which I think they are potentially going to do. I'm not 100% going to say it's going to be amazing. It doesn't feel that amazing. It definitely feels like stuff we've heard before. But that being said, I personally really like it. As soon as I first heard it, it was like, ooh, okay. So am I saying, is it qualifying? Absolutely, I think this is qualifying. Even though it's in a bit of a tough semi, I think this will definitely stand out from the rest of the competition. Am I saying, is it going to do well? Maybe not so much from the jurors, but definitely from the public, though I'm not expecting a lot of love. Maybe mid-table to just about top 10. But I can definitely see another positive result for Armenia. I'm not predicting second or even a win, if I'm honest with you, but that would be hilarious if they did get a second, considering +6 and all the rest of it. That being said, Armenia, another good solid job. Another good solid job once again. Hope you do well, but maybe won't get as much love as you might think right now, but get plenty of practice because you're going to need it. And that about does it for this particular video on my reaction to Armenia. But never mind what I think, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you see Armenia as an absolutely amazing survivor ball kind of amazingness? I don't know what I'm saying. Or do you think perhaps it's just a bit too aggressive for your liking? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Otherwise, you know the drill by now. Subscribe for more of my Eurovision juicy goodness. Smash the like button on this video for good measure. And of course, ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Catch you again in the next one. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.